Welcome back to Let's Talk Live. When it comes to walking into a room full of people you don't know, how do you feel? I get anxiety. And how do you break the ice? Whether it's just for business or for social events, it's not always easy to start a conversation. And telling us how you can break the ice and network is Dawn Peters. And we're going to talk about a special event coming up as well. But first, let's get into business or social networking. I am really bad at this stuff, so I hope you can help me here.
No, I can't believe that.
I know, people can't, but I get to a bar and I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. But what are the rules of business and social networking?
I don't know if it's so much rules, it's just being at ease. And if you go to an event, realize that you're not the only one. There's going to be other people there on their own. So you can think about different things. Either go with somebody and work the room together, or go there and separate, because then you've always got somebody to come back to in case you're stuck on your own.
I feel like I go with that person, but then I end up talking to them the whole time. Big mistake.
That is a bad mistake, yes, absolutely. And then there's various other things. If you do go on your own, it's funny how things happen. You could be walking in and suddenly you start talking to somebody. Or at the sign-in desk, you know, you can start talking to somebody there, or ask, who is the host? Go to the host and get them to introduce you to somebody.
We're looking at pictures from a networking event. What are these? What was this?
This is one of my lunch and learns. I do a number of business networking events throughout the year, so this is one of them that I did previously just last year.
And you have one coming up again tomorrow.
I do. I have one coming up at Clyde's and Tyson's. It's called How to Get More Clients and to Keep Them. Very important. So it's a very important business networking event. So yeah, about 80 people. And
again, the event is taking place tomorrow. People can go to nakedhealth.com/events for all the details.
Absolutely.
Is it fair to say that people are losing money in business if they're not out networking?
It's interesting. People focus on their core business, and that's not social media and building their database and networking, but that must get done. And so you need to have the skills or develop the skills to know how to do it.
So what are the skills? Because again, I do think I'm bad. I think I do close myself off. People start talking, I get bored easily. I'm not saying I'm interesting at all. I'm boring too, so that's why I try not to talk. But like, I don't know. I just don't want to. I'm kind of just like, okay, thanks, nice to meet you. It's going into the room. Everybody's there for a reason. So the networking event is for a reason. So what is that? So is somebody a member there? So ask them, are you a member? Have you been to this event before? Who else do you know here? I should say, go to the host and get them to introduce you to somebody. So you're not alone. And also, there's some easy things. Go and stand in line to get a drink. Talk to the person in line too. I have no problem doing that. See, there we go. Yeah, what about the food? Sure. I can eat and drink. And then talk to somebody at the table there. Right. Or I don't know how it happens for men, but the women, if you go to the restroom, you always end up in a conversation. Strike a conversation like that. So it just makes it easy. So it sounds like it's just getting to the networking event is the first step, and then once you're there, it shouldn't be that hard. Do we live in a business card world still? Should we be traveling with business cards, handing them out, or is there a better way to connect with people? Well, I think it's a definite no-no when you're at an event to go up and say, here's my business card. Because the key thing at those events is to connect, strike up a conversation, engage somebody. Because really, it's the basis and foundation for the future relationship. So then maybe when you've had a conversation, say, can I have your business card? And then when they're struggling to get theirs out, get yours out. And if they don't, say, may I give you mine? And so don't ever walk around with a bunch of business cards and go, as some people do. You know, it's about engaging and connecting at these events. That's, yeah, you're like desperate. So now how do you make, what do you do after you've connected with someone at an event? Yeah, I think people often forget the follow-up. If it's a business event, they do say that the connection only really is alive for 2 weeks afterwards. So follow up really quickly. And then a lot of people say, well, I left a voicemail. Well, people are busy, they forget, so leave another one or send an email, or, you know, so don't just think the one-off connection, oh, well, I tried. Sure. And so always follow up or write notes on the back of the card so you know why you're connecting with that person afterwards. What is the reason? Excellent. What can people, what will people learn if they come to the luncheon tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow? Well, the topic is how to get more clients and keep them. So there's a panel of 4 speakers, all talking about different aspects of business and what's successful, not only networking, social media and building your database, but then what do top CEOs do that are successful? And then how can you triple your clients or you're keeping your clients by adding value, not just based on price and cost? I think we can put the information up again for people that want to take part in it. Sounds like a great event. And again, all the details at nakedhealth.com/events. Dawn Peters, always a great pleasure to chat with you. Thank you. And I'm going to get better at my networking.
Do,
and by
come
the
along
next time you see
tomorrow.
maybe
We
I
can
will
help
do
you
that.
out.
Maybe I need that. All right, great to see
Thank
you
you
again.
so
Thanks so
much.
much for coming in.
Thanks.
More of Let's Talk Live coming up in just a moment. We'll get you caught up on all of today's top stories when we come back. Stay with us.